What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and welcome to the Weekend Update. Let's get started. So what's up guys, hope you're having a great weekend. Big news, last week I hit 100 subscribers. So thank you all so much to everyone who subscribed, to everyone who likes my videos, to everyone who's been leaving encouraging comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does encourage me. I enjoy playing Minecraft, I enjoy making these videos, but all of the support and encouragement has just really meant a lot to me. So thank you all so much for your continued support. So last week we found a jungle biome, finally, and we got some cocoa beans, finally, and we were able to make some brown dye. We were able to dye our brown wool. We got some bamboo that we planted over there. That stuff's already grown. That stuff's going to grow like super tall. It can grow like 15 or 16 blocks tall, much taller than your sugarcane can grow. So you really don't have to plant as much bamboo as you would sugarcane or cactus or something to get a whole lot of it. This stuff's just going to grow out of control. But we're not worried about the bamboo today. Today I want to talk about our cocoa beans and finding a better place for these things. Just to get going, I went ahead and put down some jungle logs over here so I could plant the cocoa beans that I had, let them mature. They've done that, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest these things. And today we're going to build somewhat nicer of a cocoa bean farm. Now, cocoa beans are primarily used to make brown dye. There's not a whole lot of stuff in this game that I'm going to want to dye brown. You can also make cookies from them, which are not a wonderful source of like nutrition, like real life. And that's kind of about it. So cocoa beans aren't really a staple resource of this game. We don't need a whole lot of them, but I do want something that's a little bit nicer than just, 3 jungle logs sticking up out of the ground with a bunch of cocoa beans on them. So what I've decided is I'm going to build something over here. It's going to be sort of an enclosed structure. So it's going to look nice. It'll provide us with all the cocoa beans that we'll need, but it's not going to be like a central attraction to this base or anything. So to get started, I'm going to clear out some of this grass and dirt to make space for this thing. Another reason I picked this spot over here is because I'm not going to use redstone to do any sort of auto cocoa farm or anything, but in the future, if I ever plan to, it's going to, like the redstone components are going to need to go behind this thing, and rather than having to build some big structure to enclose all of it, I can just put it into the hill, kind of like I did for our auto sorter for the wool farm over there. So to get started, I'm going to build, let's see, we'll go up, I think I want to go up 4. I'm going to go up 4 blocks, and I'm just going to build a wall of jungle logs on the back here. And so that's going to be our back wall where we are going to be planting our cocoa beans. That looks kind of boring, and so in front of that I'm going to build 2 little columns like this. They're only going to go up 3. And the reason for this is, again, if I ever decide to come back and put some sort of enclosure or redstone devices on this to automate it, we can put some dispensers over these 2 columns right here, put water in them, and then when we hit a button, the dispensers will dispense the water. The water will flow over these and flow down, and they'll like knock down all the cocoa beans and make them a lot easier to collect. But until that day, it's just going to provide it a little bit more variety so it's not a big flat wall. You know what, to get back here, I'm going to want to build some stairs right here. And yes, I know I'm knocking out part of my crop farm. That's okay. And so since the stairs are going to be here, I think I need to move this thing back a little bit more. I think I built it a little bit too close. Okay, now next to our jungle wood, we're going to do, let's see, I'm going to clear this out because we're going to build a wall on this side. And our wall is mostly going to be made from stone bricks and black glass. I want there to be black glass right here, even though right behind it is dirt and you can't actually see anything. It just looks a lot nicer to have the black glass there than if there were nothing there. And since we can see through it, we might probably want to fill in that hole back there. And then we're just going to surround all of that in stone bricks. You know I love my stone bricks. I love the stone bricks, I love the black stone bricks. They look nice. And then to add a little bit of variety here and there, I'm going to swap out some of the stone bricks with some mossy stone bricks, especially on the side that's near the river, because these things get wet, moss builds on them. Now it is nighttime, I need to sleep, so I'm not building during the night and having to fight off mobs. Before I do that, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, if you have a tamed cat, if you click on him so he's not sitting, and then you go to sleep, the cat will come sleep on your chest, Makes adorable purring sounds. And in the morning, he may bring you something. In this case, he brought me some string. Thanks, Steve 1. Wasn't terribly useful, but they can also bring you things like rabbit's feet. They can bring you phantom membranes, so that can be a good source of phantom membranes if you don't have a phantom trap like that. So yeah, it's a good idea to tame a cat and keep one near your bed, and then just click on them to let them roam around before you sleep. You'll get some free stuff. But you don't want the cat to sit on any chest, because once they sit on the chest, you can't open the chest and you have to like nudge them off. Super annoying. All right, for the top of this thing, I'm going to put 3 shroom lights right there and fill in the rest of it with stone bricks. And I think for the corners, I'm going to, let me see, I want to replace these corners with some stairs like that. Yeah. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Now I'll just go across with stairs on the front. Oh, one short. And then I'm also going to throw in some stairs in the corners here to make it look kind of like an arch. Yeah, I'm also going to dig out one more level down so that the inside of this thing is kind of sunken down a little bit. And under the actual logs back here, I'll put one more level of logs. And then everywhere else, I think I'm just going to put some slabs down here. So it's sunken down a little bit, but not a whole lot. Then maybe on the front here, I'll put some stone brick stairs. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm going to put some grass on this side just so it's not like stone going right up to the water, and probably basically just extend the shoreline a little bit on this side of the river. Yeah, that's fine. So to use this thing, we're just going to plant cocoa beans all over the back wall. These parts that stick out, yes, there are 2 sides to them, but we can't put cocoa beans on the side because this block right here of empty space is already occupied by that cocoa bean, so we can't put another one there. But we can put these all the way up to from the floor to the ceiling, and I'm one short, but that's okay. And these cocoa beans, they're just going to grow slowly over time. Once they're mature, we'll come and we'll just hit them all to knock them off and collect them, plant some more, and keep the excess. Now, like I said earlier, if you wanted to make this thing a little bit more convenient, you could put some dispensers above these right here. I think I brought some dispensers with me. No, I didn't. Anyways, you can put some dispensers here facing down, put a water bucket in them, rig up some redstone, so you push a little button in here and it dispenses water. I don't even think I have my water bucket on me, so I can't even demo what this thing looks like. But anyways, the water would dispense right above this block. It would flow out over all 3 sides. It would just knock down all the cocoa beans. You just walk around and pick all of it up, and then you plant it again. So it turns what would be like a 20-second process of collecting everything into like a 5-second process. This, to be honest, I'm probably never going to come visit these cocoa beans again. Like, I probably will once because I use up all my cocoa beans to build this thing. But after that, I think I'll probably have all the cocoa beans I'm going to need for this series. But if you wanted to do that, that's why I had these little columns sticking out the front so that you could do the water trick. Now, to kind of finish this off, I'm going to put some stairs here. I'm going to build these entirely out of slabs. So there's going to be some slabs coming down, and then I'm going to actually tear up these crops right here. I'll turn all this back into normal dirt instead of farmland. And let me see, can I turn them? Yeah, I'll make these path blocks. And then to avoid falling off the side here, I'm going to go ahead and just turn this whole side over here into normal dirt. Because I want to put wall on this, and I think if you, yeah, it's going to let you put wall on top of the farmland, and I don't want it to be farmland. So I'm going to just jump on this, turn it all back into dirt, and then I can come back and build wall all across this thing. And then I also want to turn these stairs and have it go up. So I'm going to knock out this wall. I'm doing a little bit of landscaping with this build today. And I'll put a couple more slabs going up this way. And it looks like we need to move some of this bamboo, since we now actually did something with this area over here. So I'll just replant some of this, off to the side here. And then to finish this off, we'll put some fences up here to really just for decoration. It's not really to keep anything from falling off. Now, since I'm moving some of this bamboo, when you just plant bamboo in the ground, you just get a little shoot like that. You can actually just add more bamboo to this to make it grow. It's like bone mealing it, but you're not using bone meal. You're literally just planting more bamboo on top of the bamboo. And so I'm going to do this to create sort of a little bamboo sort of tunnel. Tunnel's not the right word. Like, I don't know, sides leading up to the little stairway that we built there. Yeah, so still a little bamboo farm, but it creates a little walkway to get you over here. Now we've got our stairs that go down to the cocoa bean farm and also to and from the crops over here. And look at that, our cocoa beans are already growing. Aren't they champs? And that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. Even though I'm probably not going to use a whole lot of cocoa beans, I only needed a couple to get the dyes that I needed. It's a nice little build because, you know, I'm not playing this game purely for the functional aspects of it. I'm building a home, I'm building a base, and having something like that with the little cocoa bean farm, the stairs leading up to it, the pathway, all that, it's just a nice little aesthetic contribution to this beautiful base that we've got going here. So I'm really happy with it. So thanks y'all, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.